Most seniors buying a laptop right now are about to waste at least $500. Not because they're not smart, because nobody told them the three things that actually matter. And there's one specific laptop on this list that looks perfect on paper, but causes more frustration than anything else I've tested. I will tell you exactly which one it is. Stay to the end, because I'm going to reveal one thing most people never check before buying a laptop for a senior. It is the single biggest hidden failure point, and almost nobody talks about it. Here is the thing about buying a laptop for a senior. It is not the same as buying one for yourself. A laptop that is too slow freezes mid-video call. Grandma calls you in a panic. You spend 40 minutes troubleshooting over the phone. That costs everyone time and a lot of stress. A screen that is too small means they have to squint at everything. After a week, it sits on the shelf and collects dust. That is $300 or $400 gone. And a laptop that is too complicated to set up, they give up on day one. Never touch it again. That is what we are solving today. 5 real options, real prices, honest trade-offs. Let's rank them from worst to best. If you want to know that one hidden spec nobody checks before buying, subscribe and stay to the end. I promise it is worth 60 seconds of your time. Okay, let's get into it. Number 5. HP 14-inch laptop Intel Core i3 N305. This is the #1 best-selling laptop for seniors on Amazon right now. And there's a reason for that, and also a reason I put it at number 5. Out of the box, the 14-inch anti-glare screen is genuinely nice. No reflections from a sunny window, text is clear and readable at a normal font size. Opening email, Zoom, YouTube, it handles all of that. The 8-core processor surprised reviewers. One Amazon buyer said it boots fast and stays fast. For a senior who checks email and calls the grandkids, this is genuinely enough. Battery life runs about 9 to 11 hours on normal use. That's a full day for most people. And at $279, the price is hard to argue with. Here's the honest truth, though. The screen resolution is 1366 by 768. That is not full HD. It is noticeably softer than the other laptops on this list. One thing, and I need you to hear this. This comes with 256 gigabytes of storage. If your senior stores photos and family videos, that fills up fast. I've seen people hit the storage limit in 6 months. Get an external drive the day you buy this. Treat it as part of the purchase. The build also feels plastic. It does the job, but it does not feel like it lasts 5 years. Number 4. Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5 16-inch 2-in-1. Nobody talks about the Flex 5 for seniors, but they should. This thing folds flat into a tablet. For seniors who already use a smartphone or iPad, tapping the screen feels completely natural. No mouse, no trackpad confusion. Just tap what you want. The 16-inch display gives you serious screen real estate. Text, photos, video calls, everything is big and readable. The fingerprint reader means no more typing in passwords that they forget 2 days later. One touch and they're in. The backlit keyboard helps in dim rooms, and the build quality is a big step up from budget options. This feels like something that lasts. At $449, you're paying $170 more than the HP, but if the senior in your life has ever said the trackpad is confusing, a touchscreen pays for itself in avoided frustration. The caveat, at 300 nits, the screen brightness is decent, but not great in a bright sunlit room. If they sit by a window a lot, they may need to adjust brightness. And roughly 4.2 pounds, this is not a carry-around laptop. It's for the kitchen table or living room couch. Number 3. HP 15.6-inch touchscreen business laptop. This laptop was built as if someone asked, what does a senior actually need? And then checked every box. The 15.6-inch screen with a touchscreen is the sweet spot. Big enough to read email without zooming in, touch-enabled so navigation feels intuitive, and the micro-edge bezel makes the screen feel even larger. The 16 gigabytes of RAM means multiple tabs stay open smoothly. Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, and email running at the same time, no slowdowns, no spinning wheel, just a fast, responsive machine. The 512 gigabyte SSD is twice what you get in the budget options. 5 years of photos, videos, and documents, You won't hit the limit. That alone is worth the extra money for most families. There's a full numeric keypad on the right side. Seniors who pay bills or do any spreadsheet work, that keypad makes their life genuinely easier. Battery life is described as long in the specs. Real-world reviews put it at 7 to 11 hours. Not all day, but close. Keep the charger nearby, and this is a non-issue. One honest caveat. The screen resolution is 1366 by 768, still not full HD. For most seniors' tasks, this is fine, but if crisp is important, step up to number 2 or number 1. Number 2. ASUS VivoBook 17 Intel Core i3 16GB. The VivoBook 17 is the only laptop on this list that gives you a full HD 17-inch screen for under $500. That's not common. At 17.3 inches in 1080p, everything, text, photos, video calls, is visibly sharper. Seniors with any vision challenges will feel the difference immediately. You don't need to zoom in, you don't need to strain. The screen does the work for you. The Core i3 1220p is one of the better processors in this price range. Experts note it supports hyperthreading, which means even if tabs and apps are left open in the background, the machine stays smooth. That matters for seniors who forget to close programs. 1 full terabyte of SSD storage. That's enough for everything. Photos, videos, documents, family archives, all of it for years without thinking about space. The backlit keyboard makes nighttime use a relief. No more squinting at the keys in a dark living room. It sounds small, it changes the experience completely. The trade-off you need to know, at 4.6 pounds and 17 inches, this is not portable. This lives on a desk or a table. It's not going to the coffee shop or the doctor's office. If they need to carry it room to room frequently, go with the HP at number 3 instead. Number 1. Apple MacBook Air M4, 13-inch, 16 GB. This laptop will outlast every other machine on this list by years. That's not marketing, that's what the data shows. The Apple M4 chip is so fast for everyday tasks that a senior using it for email, video calls, and streaming will never, not once, feel the machine struggle. The 13.6-inch liquid retina screen is the clearest display at this size anywhere near this price. 500 nits bright, beautiful even in a sunny room. The battery life is 18 hours of video playback, 15 hours of actual web use. Charge it every other day. That freedom is genuinely different from every Windows laptop here. It weighs 2.7 pounds. A senior can carry this one one-handed without thinking about it. Doctor's office, coffee shop, guest bedroom, it goes everywhere without being a burden. If you know a senior who already has an iPhone, this integration alone justifies the price. FaceTime, iMessage, shared photos, all seamless. No setup headaches, no account juggling. It just works with what they already use. Now, $900 is a real number. I'm not pretending otherwise. But consider this. If a cheap laptop frustrates a senior into never using it, that laptop cost you $400. The MacBook Air gets used every day. Divide $900 by 5 years of daily use, that's 49 cents a day. One caveat, and it matters. The base model comes with 256 gigabytes of storage. If your senior takes a lot of photos or downloads videos, get the 512 gigabyte model for $100 more. You won't regret it. And if they're entirely in the Windows world, they've always used Windows, all their files are there, the VivoBook 17 at number 2 is the right call. No shame in that. It's a great machine. But for everyone else, this is the answer. Okay, I promised you this from the beginning. Here's the thing almost nobody checks. It's the display brightness rating, measured in nits. Most budget laptops ship at 250 nits brightness. That looks fine in a dark room, but in a bright living room, a sunlit kitchen, it washes out. The screen looks gray. Eye strain follows, and seniors spend most of their time in bright rooms. The Apple MacBook Air M4 ships at 500 nits. That's twice the brightness. The Lenovo Flex 5 runs at 300 nits, a decent number. The HP and ASUS models run at 250 to 300 nits. Here's what to do before you buy anything. Search the product name plus nits brightness. If you can't find it in the specs, look at the product page for display or screen. Anything under 250 nits, walk away.
For a senior using this in natural light, 300 nits minimum. 400 or above, that's the sweet spot. You came in here trying to not waste money, and now you know exactly which laptop fits your situation. All 5 Amazon links are in the description below, including both MacBook Air storage options. If this saved you from a purchase you would have regretted, hit the like button. It helps other families find this before they make the same mistake, and I genuinely appreciate it. Next week, I'm covering the best tablets for seniors, specifically which one to get if the person has never owned a computer at all. That one is even more important to get right. See you there.